And we're live.
Hello.
Hello.
We have exactly 12:30 p.m. EST.
On time. 100%
On
of the time.
100% on time. All the time. We're never late. We never start late. We never do that.
We never
always...
forget.
No one can prove otherwise.
We never forget to put out any promotional Twitter thingies. No, nobody does that. We always 100% of the time, on time, all the time.
Yes.
We never miss. All right. Does somebody want to do a little recap of what we did last session?
I don't know what happened last session. So
I
not
know.
We had lunch. That was it.
Oh, hold on. We forgot the very important part of Calypso staring daggers and and considering stabbing the fast.
We did see a different side of Calypso, yes.
She was
I hate
very
him.
displeased.
I hate him.
Let me pull up my notes. Hold on.
What did he do?
He was mean to. He was mean to Io.
The
two
long-
sessions ago.
No. He actually
Okay.
wasn't mean that session to Io. He was mean before that.
Yeah.
And Calypso was very mad about that. She did not like that. No, not at all.
Calypso had the thing of Calypso will remember this. Show up.
Uh-huh. The Fast was just trying to make friends and show a different side of him.
And Calypso said, "No, I know who you are deep down. I don't know where my notes are written."
Yeah, you are a villain because you played one for class.
You didn't have to be that mean with her, because no one else on his team was that mean.
I'm so sad we didn't get to be the villains.
Okay.
That would-
It's
funny.
like people hating I forgot the name, but the actor of Joffrey in Game of Thrones because he plays such a dickbag and it's like
Yeah, I found my notes. So if we
my
want to
gosh.
relive some stuff, I've got Frankenstein hoodie. We talked about what a date is, and that it's weird to be sexual in class, and cheating is a thing that happens if you date two people, but only if they don't know. And then polyamorous, but it's spelled very wrong. So that's
with
what
a
we
double L,
did. No, just like
like Polly
amorous is like
Pocket.
no. Amorous is just like butchered, but that's because I don't know how to spell.
Also, another important thing that we our resident beefcake got asked on a date by
Yes.
Tiefling.
Mm-hmm. That's how the whole polyamorous thing came up, by the way, because the Fast is in a relationship with Tiefling. Or Joy, and Joy asked out, apparently was shy to ask out Ace, because some people remember maybe there was a little bit of a moment between Ace and Joy in the first session, where Joy got a bit
Flustered.
sat on and had the "oh no, she's hot" moment, or I should say, "oh no, they're hot," and then got actually encouraged by Theo to ask out Ace because he's a supportive boyfriend.
And Calypso thinks it's a trap.
Calypso thinks it's a trap.
Yes.
And yes. And you also met the chef in the kitchen, who is
Very cool.
Chef Ramsay.
very cool.
Got a lot of arms.
Chef Ramsay, I need to note that down. I think I forgot to note that down. No, wrong
How
document.
could you forget the name Ramsay?
I
It
mean,
just has that
it's possible.
chef feel, you know?
Chef
Also,
Ramsay.
so many tentacles.
Yes, a lot of tentacles.
That's how
and-
Chef Ramsay is an entire chef troupe on their own.
Yep. And get supported in the kitchen, by the way, by someone Io knows very well. Your little robot brother. Whose name I currently totally forgot because my brain is leaky as fuck. Aya, what's your brother called again? Your little robot brother.
Fuck. She doesn't remember.
One moment.
Terrible
Coda,
siblings.
that's it.
Coda, yes.
Yeah. Coda helps out
Uh,
in the kitchen too, because he does make the specialized meals, because a lot of students need have diets that are well out of the wheelhouse of a normal chef. For example, there's I think I described like an 8-year-old girl that looks entirely made of rock, and she eats minerals. So she crunches down on rocks. She does get to eat the forbidden crunch, the forbidden candy. And that's all she can eat. So that's what Coda takes care of.
This is where you need to get actual candy ones, Sophia.
I should have.
For the memes.
But I don't have any.
But yeah, and yeah, I think I told you that in a private chat because you weren't there, but Io got called into her father's office.
Ooh.
She was very embarrassed and sad and angry at herself.
And I think that's where we'll pick up, because why don't you describe your father's office? What is it?
Sorry, what did you say?
Why don't you describe your father's office?
Oof. Well, it has a lot of books on. It has a lot of bookshelves on every wall, and then there's a big window at the back, like a stereotypical professor's office in my head, and a big mahogany desk in front of the window with a high backed chair between the table and the wall. Some candles on the table, some scented, some not, and then a picture of her dad and herself in the middle, and red carpets.
I assume also, no, I do know this. The school has wooden floors.
Yes.
He is sitting in his chair. He's typing on his work laptop, as you would expect a man like him to type on it, with what we call in Germany the Adler-Suchsystem.
Like one finger typing.
Eagle seeking system.
Yeah. He's a smart guy, but he doesn't have the finger dexterity.
Yeah. He's not that well versed. He does like writing with a pen, especially. But he has to like often when he writes like a research paper or something like that, he has to like put it in. And like when he codes for like Coda or whatever, he actually writes out the code on paper, and then he puts it in, because it makes it like he can think better that way. Everyone thinks it's weird, even him.
Especially Coda.
Coda thinks it's especially weird.
He says like, but it can't do anything on paper. Like I can't even properly read it. What are you doing?
I imagine Coda for some reason actually has a really beautiful handwriting, because that got programmed into him.
Oh.
So Coda is like, but what do I do with this? This is so useless. Sure, it looks pretty, but
I'm never gonna use this, Dad. You're never gonna know when you're gonna need this in the future, son. I'm not gonna need it. When are you ever gonna have a what's it called, calculator at all times?
I don't know. No,
You're gonna need to remember how to do math in your head.
no clue why I never always have a calculator with me.
Oh, you actually
Yeah,
never saw
no.
your father use a calculator.
Yeah, no, he doesn't need one.
He doesn't need a calculator.
Yeah.
If he would need a calculator for some more complex math things, he obviously writes them down and does it by hand.
Mm.
He is still about just as fast as you are if you were to type all of that into a calculator, by the way.
Smart.
He is that kind of person.
Yeah.
And as you enter the office,
I enter meekly.
as you meekly enter the office, and the room is like filled with that smell of old books too. It's a little bit like entering a library in that sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It looks like a library.
basically a small library, and he types like a little bit more and then looks up like, Ayo,
Yeah.
one moment, I just need to finish this thought.
And
And then like you see him like do one more thing from the location where he put that finger down. You think it's like just point at the end of a sentence, the period. It's like, okay.
Once he's done fast.
And he looks up at you, adjusts his glasses. I think he's definitely wearing glasses.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's no chance he's not wearing glasses.
No, he doesn't like his contact lenses.
No. And he looks at you like with the teacher look. If I had glasses right here, I would do it. Where they don't look at
This?
you. Yes, exactly. And because he does need them mostly for reading. And he's like, I saw the recording of the training session you had, and
Yeah. She's just fiddling with something at the end of the desk after she pulled up a chair.
he's like, you're my daughter, which doesn't mean that you get any special treatment here.
Of course not.
It also doesn't mean that I should put you on a pedestal and put higher expectations on you than any other student. But today, you've fallen below the expectations I have for students here.
Mm-hmm.
You lost control. And there were other mistakes, sure, but those were to be expected. Those are the reasons you're here, and to a part also, you're here to learn control. The way you lost control over your powers, it was dangerous. Extremely so. And while I said that I don't expect more of you than of other students, I can't help but do that.
Hey.
I expect a lot of you, and I think you can do it. You will be a great hero one day. I believe in you leading this team.
Yeah.
But you have to be more careful. a
I
lot
know.
more careful.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm just I think I need to reflect on why I lost control most of all. Probably something in the way that he taunted me, or I taunted him, or me being a jerk to him, maybe. And I wanted to show that I finally could do it.
You and Theo definitely both have pretty big egos. I think Theo's is a little bit bigger.
Possibly.
And you will probably butt heads a lot, but I think also you both can learn a lot from each other. Lift each other up. Learn from each other's mistakes. And don't you worry, I will also talk to Theo, as he's also seeing himself as the leader of his team. Rightfully so. He's good at it. As are you.
He is.
I know that you are. But you have to set back your ego a little bit.
Yeah.
And be more careful about your surroundings. Be more careful about, well, with your powers. And he's actually shifting your labels by telling you what you're supposed to be and how the world works, which means he's shifting your superior down and your savior up. And you can decide if you want to reject the influence or want to accept his words. When you accept the words, your labels shift accordingly. Otherwise, you have to roll if you reject it.
I don't think I reject it. Like, I definitely want more savior. I do, but superior is also.
If you don't reject his words, then your superior goes down by 1 and your savior goes up by 1. Label shifts happen quite a bit. So it's not something, oh, this is now a permanent shift to your stats and it doesn't change ever again. No. These kind of shifts, they happen all the time. I actually wanted to do that in the first session already with Theo saying something to you, but I kind of missed that opportunity. And Theo didn't have influence over you, so you couldn't do it, because you actually need influence over someone to do it. Also, because you sound very upset there. Are you okay, Sophia? I just want to check.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I am fine.
You're just role playing really well. I just wanted to check.
I try to.
You sounded genuinely upset by
It's really
disapproving you got from your father. I was like, oh no.
It hurt a little.
Yeah. I guess I have experience to be in that situation, maybe. I don't know.
Mood.
If it ever gets too much, just say something, all right? It's like, okay, but, you know, this was just the first day, so you can go now. Go back to your friends, have a bit of a meal. Should probably hurry if you don't dilate too long.
Yeah. Do you know what's for lunch?
He looks at you and is like, oh, that'll be a surprise. There's usually something you like.
Okay.
You probably actually have been here long enough that you know that Chef Ramsay has usually like a couple of things on the list. And I said the last time that whatever you order is actually on the menu today. And I think 2 people ordered pizza. Ace ordered
Chicken Caesar salad.
a chicken Caesar salad, but it was like a whole rotisserie chicken. 2 whole rotisserie chickens.
No, just
on
one
it.
whole rotisserie chicken, I think.
Oh, just one whole. Okay. I can't remember what Berserk ordered.
Black bean burger.
A black bean burger and Mothgull and Calypso both ordered pizza, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have matching lunches.
I almost thought that you were gonna say that they ordered sweaters.
No, that's something different. There's the Franken sweater / Franken hoodie.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Franken hoodie. Oh my god, yes.
Then Io probably either forgot to order and her dad ordered for her.
No, like when you go up there is
No,
what Hera
yeah,
means.
when you go up.
Oh, okay.
Chef Ramsay prepares the meals fresh from the ingredients she has pre-prepared. Yes. If you order a pizza, she's making the pizza right in front of your eyes. I think.
Not pizza, but she's gonna order some doner kebab.
Hera, I just saw Hera's
Yes.
face light up when you said that.
Yeah.
You get a really nice dinner.
You're not drunk, but it tastes amazing.
It's actually due to the safety of everyone involved. It does have a special yogurt sauce that is also amazing, but doesn't have it does not have garlic in it because you still have classes later today. It is still very good.
That's not a real garlic sauce then.
No, it's not a
not the
garlic sauce
same.
at all. It's a yogurt sauce. But here's the thing. I have been in class when people during the break get themselves a dinner, and you do not want to be in class if some people got a dinner. It's absolutely awful. So
Sophia's
there's some
face.
consideration.
You traumatized Io, and then you don't even give her garlic sauce.
Wow.
A really bad day.
Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, I have done that too, but I do know that it is really annoying. So I figured, yeah, no, this is a school. They will
I have
not.
never understood like garlic breath. Like what? I have never encountered it.
It's bad.
It's pretty
very
bad.
distracting.
It's like raw onion breath too.
Yeah, that's
I've
why
never had
also
that.
raw onions and garlic are not in the dinner.
Is it just that you don't drink water or
No,
something?
no,
Like,
it's just
what?
it's just something when you eat raw onions and garlic, they tend to just stink your breath up for a while.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people say don't have garlic on the first date.
I've heard that, but I don't understand it because
It's
again,
actually-
I have never.
It's actually fine if both people eat
Yes.
garlic. If both people eat garlic, like if or raw onion or whatever, it's fine. Then you don't
Oh.
smell it.
Also,
But
you
it's
can
only-
taste it. Just for a
Yeah.
note, you can taste it on the breath.
It's really strong. It's really strong.
I love
Um,
Daria, you just dying at laughter.
It's very good. I
Yeah.
love these conversations.
Garlic is amazing, though. I will say that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Garlic and everything.
Don't eat garlic on yourself when you're on a date. Share it around.
You're not my mom.
She is your dad for this game.
That's fair. But
Or
yeah,
does-
I
or
get
does-
my
no,
dinner
I
and
does-
sit
I
down
does not
with
have-
others.
Io does not have a special diet. And by special diet, I mean special, not just, I don't know, you don't
Eat sunlight.
you don't eat sunlight or something like that.
No, I absorb
She
moonlight.
just photosynthesizes.
Ah.
I mean, also, if you ate sunlight or if you absorb moonlight, that would not be something on the menu.
Maybe there's like some.
Not even cola can do that.
Maybe there's like some of the minerals that makes that gives me my powers, the moonlight powers.
Like moonstone.
Yeah.
Like cheese, because that comes from the moon.
I have an idea. There's a little grinder. Wait.
Mortar and pestle.
Like a, yeah.
I knew what you
no,
meant,
not mortar and
Tara.
pestle. Actually, it's like a like a salt grinder, but but it has like that.
Or like
But it
this.
You're just prepped.
Yeah. But it
The
has
chef
like
appears.
I keep salt beside my my thing when I eat food.
But instead of having like pepper or whatever in it, it has like
I keep honey.
aw. It has some. I also have honey here.
Let's not go into what I have beside me for food stuff because
Yeah, and basically it has like some like actually like mineral stuff in it that does help your powers, and you can like sprinkle it over your dinner. And oh, by the way, as you enter, Theo walks by and is like, "Hey, hi. Oh, good that I meet you. Hi, Io.
Hi.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Things got out of control.
Yeah.
We should, by the way, at some point totally do like a duo stream or something like that. I think
Yeah.
it'd be great fun.
That would be great. Among Us, maybe?
Oh, I was more thinking some superhero stuff, you know. Also,
Yeah.
I love the way you do camera. I can't do it because I'm too fast, and I did it once, and the camera just like can't pick up things properly when I'm this fast. And oh my god, I got so many comments that it looks A, really awful from my viewers, and B, that some got really sick.
Oh.
I love
Yeah, but
just
we
Daria in
should
the background.
We should totally do something together, right? Okay, so
Also, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have antagonized you.
yeah, I got carried away too.
Yeah. No hard feelings?
Yeah, and like he reaches out his hand
Yeah.
and
Shakes it.
yeah.
No, I picture he went
Hey,
for
well,
a high five.
See you later in class.
I picture he went for a high five, canceled it into a handshake when Io did
Yes.
that.
Like, all right. I mean, I guess I'll see you in a bit in class. Have a good meal and everything. So bye. And he runs off. Actually, he jogs off. He's not super fast right now. But he does never seem to move slowly anyway.
You did miss him slug back like 6 energy drinks, so
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't actually have superpowers, he just have a high tolerance for energy drinks.
It's just energy.
it's just that Futurama episode of the 100th coffee.
It's like the sugar hero from My
Yes.
Hero Academia, who just eats sugar and becomes super strong from that, but he becomes super fast instead. In
Okay, when I sit down at the table, I pull out some garlic powder from my pockets and spring it on and hides it again.
garlic powder actually isn't as bad.
Yes.
It's fresh garlic that is the really punches. Oh, also as you walk to your table, you see Joy with a little bit of a spring in her step, walking past you and like giving you a wave with a smile. And Ace is sitting there, also slightly perplexed about what just happened.
Aya looks between them like. I know what's going on.
It's funny because you would have been the perfect person to be here when that happened because it was really
just
funny with
didn't-
Moth Girl and Berserk trying to explain to Calypso about all of it. Both
I'm
good
also
grasp.
pretty sure that Joy is my character, my first RPG character I ever made.
Possibly, I don't know, maybe.
I think I
Did
put
you
her
make-
in.
did
She's
you
a
make-
tiefling.
Yes, it's
Her name is
Tiefling.
Yes,
Joy.
Yes. Mhm, yeah.
She's bi.
Yep, it's your character.
I love.
Oh, I also just noticed there's also Alessandra Fuck.
Is that another
Sandra
character
Fuck,
that I
that's a
named?
name.
Fox.
Yes.
It's Fox in German. That's mine.
I'm actually going to. That's a good idea. Thank you, Vex.
I got you.
There we go. Alessandra Fuchs. It is. There we go. Saved it.
You totally didn't save it. You murdered it, Hera, first.
No, I love the name Fuchs.
I know you do. Why do you think I chose that name for someone? Because I knew that'd make you happy.
All right. Yeah, you sit down with the others.
Io, are you okay?
I'll be fine. I have done it. Then I just pick it up and because I imagine it's like a kebab roll, kind of.
Oh, so lamachun.
Huh?
That's called lamachun.
Okay, then how is doner eaten?
So the doner kebab, usually the one that you get like typically like here is in a quarter or something like that of or sometimes a specialized Turkish bread. Then there is the dürüm, which is like in a flatbread rolled up, and then there's the lahmacun, which is also like it's sometimes called Turkish pizza, which is like also like rolled up, and you have like there's like a little bit of meat on the top of it and like tomato sauce or something like that, and it's like pre-baked, and that is the lahmacun. Those are like the three big ones.
The Turkish bread is really good from experience.
Okay, so it's in a bread then.
It's definitely in a bread.
Okay, then yeah, I pick it up and nom. How are you? I gesture with the bread.
Yeah. Feeling better.
Good now that Theo's out of the cafeteria.
Berserk actually like just lets out a bit of a laugh there.
He was so mean, Io. Are you sure that you're okay?
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna stream together
What?
sometime.
Why would you hang out? He was so... What?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just his fault. It was my fault too.
No, but he definitely started the provoke. He was definitely very mean, unprovoked. I don't think that he had a right to be that mean.
I mean, he was supposed to be a bad guy.
Yeah, but like the rest of Class B was also supposed to be bad guys, and none of them were that mean.
Fair.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
I imagine you just like. Does Mathko have wings?
She can have wings, but she doesn't always have them out.
Okay, then I just imagine that she took out one of her wings and just did the flutter thing that Seth Erman does when he does the thing
Sure.
to get that. Bah.
I just imagine Calypso meeting an actual celebrity that played a villain in a movie she saw, and she's like, "There he is!"
No,
And
she
just
might.
jumping immediately on his throat.
There he is, my least favorite white boy.
No, I think she does understand the difference between like actors in movies, but she was just like, no, that was genuine meanness coming from Theo. That came from a place, and she did not like it. But like, if she saw any guy,
He was mean to my friend.
he was mean to my friend versus like this guy on a movie I watched who was just mean to a concept of a person.
But yes, I mean, I wasn't the nicest to him either, and we kind of both got in a.
It's much garlic
Downers. Good. Sorry, you guys. Something.
Oh, I'm
Too
sorry.
much
It's all
garlic.
good. Don't sweat it.
I hope Calypso takes this as they're not really friends and Io hates him.
No, she's just like, Theo is tricking Io. Io is so nice and pure and cannot see the evil that he really is. She is so not a fan. He's just a bully. All he ever does is talk about him. That's not a hero. I did a lot of research on what your world considers heroes, and he doesn't fit the bill, Io.
I mean, how many of us really do?
I think you all do.
You definitely do. No one is as pure as you are.
No, I think you're wrong, but that's all right. I have research.
Yeah, Berserk's just kind of sitting there listening to this, not saying anything.
Your silence speaks volumes, so Io looks over to her. What do you think, Berserk?
You're both great heroes.
As are you.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Oh, don't you start too. Calypso's gonna blow a gasket. You all can't be sad. You all can't be sad. You all can't say sad things or wrong things.
You can't be wrong. I won't allow it.
Sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
No, you continue.
Just if you're gonna say something incorrect in front of, I am gonna try to correct you because you're all very good heroes.
To
be fair, we are here to learn how to be heroes.
As you say that,
Yeah.
Someone like approaches from behind you, and at least Moth Girl, you recognize this person. It's Hibiki, your sister, and she's like, "Heroes, huh? So how's that going?"
It's going great.
I heard
Thanks
there
for
was
asking.
Some incident.
It was my fault.
That bus.
I did great. I saved some puppies.
Yeah, you were awesome. All
Thank
of you
you.
were.
To Io.
Behind her is standing Maria Santiago. She's also not in hero class, but she is. She's like, you do know her as being like very helpful. She always likes to like help people out who have struggles. She has she's very smart and great at teaching, and she is known to help people. Like she has always like a listing of a study class, like a for people who need to like catch up on stuff and stuff like that. It's like, hi, and then she mouths to like all of the great. She actually was on that boat that you saved when it was attacked. And you can see Hibiki rolling her eyes, like she's looking at you, Mothgon's like, you know, I can get all of these people wanting to do like the whole hero thing, but you? Why? I mean, you could just be like a really good engineer or something like that.
Moth Girl has so around her neck she has gotten those big DJ headphones, and she's looking away and putting her headphones on. She doesn't want to have this conversation.
Fine. Listen to your weird music. Whatever.
The chef's over there.
Then she's like looking around at the others. and so like looking at Moth Girl, pretty sure that her sister can't hear, and says like, just make sure she didn't hurt herself,
Berserk just gives a thumbs up.
and then walks away.
I'm
Like-
so very confused.
Come on, Maria. And Maria's like, one moment, and she's like, hey, Io,
Huh?
can I have an autograph, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't think you would actually say
Io
yes.
starts hyperventilating.
Anything.
Where's my pen?
And she
Yeah.
like digs through her bag, and then like pulls out her her college book. It's like her notebook. It's like, here, on here.
Yeah. Should I send it to Maria?
I've never
Or-
actually got an autograph. I don't know how this works.
It's my first one.
Oh my god.
Man, this is gonna sell for a lot of money eventually. Out of character. I'm not saying that in character.
I don't know. Just
I
Write your
think
name down and-
to my dear friend Maria. Does that sound good?
yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
Okay. To my dear. Oh, that was almost out of space. I'm gonna start a new friend Maria. Io. What's my last name?
I mean, Io is
just
your hero
Io.
name.
Yeah,
so...
Io's just your hero name, remember?
Gast.
Can I like do
Or
a
do
little
you-
doodle?
or do you-
like a moon or something? Like a little doodle thing?
Of a moon is what she suggested.
Like
by
a
the way.
moon or something?
Yes. Full moon is so boring. So, but eclipse is like no. And the way
I made a
it's like-
doodle of a new moon. Here you go.
No, you laugh at this, but like, my grandfather used to do autographs, and this is one of his most things he hated doing because he had to figure out what to do for his autograph.
And like, yeah, I just gotta do a full moon and then put some doodles in it. Maybe you could find a smiley in there. Here you go.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Oh, if you ever need, like, I think next up is like we all have that, like English class or whatever. If you ever need help with that, I have a study group for English. It's like every Wednesday, like after school, and like just if you ever need help with English, I know the teacher is an absolute bore. It's probably going to be awful, so it's probably the class that everyone needs the most help with. I love English and everything, English literature, all that stuff. I love it. But oh god, I've seen what this teacher wants to put out for. I think people will need help. So if you do, I'm here for you. I'm here for everyone. I'm doing an extra class. Okay, bye.
I would very much
And you-
appreciate that. Bye.
Also, after kind of that exchange, Berserk will just look to Calypso because Calypso's like confused with the siblings are weird.
I would not know. What is
Berserk,
an
do you have
autograph?
siblings?
No, no.
Hmm?
No, I do not. What?
Did I
is the
say
point?
Calypso? I meant Berserk.
Oh,
Sorry, what did you
I'm
say?
sorry.
I didn't hear you.
Does Berserk have siblings?
You can so you can assume from what she said, yes. You don't know. Berserk has not
Okay.
told anything about her family to you guys.
what is the purpose of an autograph?
Oh, Rip Sophia, I think. No,
No,
Oh, no.
It's
Not
Sophia
frozen.
thinking.
no. I thought for a moment like it looked you were frozen.
This would be
I
great.
was.
We could just smash cut to next scene. So you don't have to think about how to describe it, Sophia.
No, it's fine. It's just I don't think Ion knows. It's just something fun, you know. I think.
Moth Girl is gonna jump in. So if you're like a fan of someone, if you like a person a lot, but you're not like friends with them, they're a celebrity. You want something off of them, and or autographs are like a usual thing. Just have like something be signed by them.
Ah, okay.
Okay. But speaking of scene transition, there's basically a ring going across the page, like going through the panels, and basically transitioning into like the next scene where you all sit in class. It is the most stereotypical classroom. It is also the only class where you probably just all sit like in rows, eyes to the front. And in walks Miss Amelia Moore. She's an older woman. She has gray hair that is tied into a knot that seems to have the strength to hold a sail, like on a boat. She walks with all the precision and determination of an army general. And her classes, she has also like glasses that have like a square shape, and she has like these very steely gray eyes. And those of you who actually had English class not as a foreign language, please tell me the worst literature book you ever had to read.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
I love that. As soon as I said it, you just look at your thing and like, yeah, no, it's Romeo and Juliet. It's always Romeo and Juliet. Because
I didn't. Just everything I had to read, I didn't like, because it was just like read 6 chapters tonight, and we'll quiz you tomorrow, and it's like I can't read.
But also for me, the worst part was like every single English teacher seemed to have this just huge boner for Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
so Romeo and Juliet in like the like old English version. So
yes.
It's like also especially hard to read.
Oh no, that's the only way to read
version.
it, according to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like so many people have a hard on for Shakespeare in general.
Yeah, but they always have a hard on for the worst one.
We also read Oedipus Rex, which was just because you do popcorn reading, and that was just bad. To be in a situation where you're like, I guess I fucked my mom according to this script, and then everyone's like, haha, you're a mom fucker, and it's like,
God, why?
Because the school system is meant to just bash you down as much as possible.
To those who do have this because in Germany this is a thing. There's a for like school literature there is a publisher called Reklam, and they have these little yellow books, and every student and every ex-student, so everyone in Germany knows these books and hates them and has nightmares about them. That is what you read in literature class. Do you have the same kind of school publisher in like the US or Canada? No,
I think we do in Sweden.
You do it. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about then, Sophia.
I think so.
Like they're very like underproduced in the sense of like they don't have any fancy covers, anything like that. They're just like the bare minimum of the text. Like the text basically printed on paper, bound as cheaply as possible, with no special like
prone
cover
to
or
falling
anything
apart.
Exactly. Well, those kinds of books are actually getting rolled in with her. It's like
they were donated to the school, weren't they?
No, they were bought
by the teacher.
No, not by the teacher. This school has money.
I was more making the joke of they're so cheap to buy, the teacher just bought them.
She requested them. That's what it was.
And she's like basically like giving like a staple of them, like basically here and like hand it down.
Pass
the
it
line.
back.
And if this was D&D or something like that, I would now have you all do a roll for how well you actually pay attention in class, or if you like nod away
I thought you
because
were gonna say roll initiative.
Do battle with this book.
You battle with
Battle
your
with
attention
the book.
span.
Yeah.
battle with your attention span.
Berserk always fails that roll.
Yeah.
I feel like most of her characters do.
Calypso's not gonna pay like she tries, but it's not sticking, I can tell you.
No.
It is so I will not have actually do you all like a full English class, and will not have you have required reading of Shakespeare because I never read it, so that would be very unfair. And we're not
Also-
actually going to school
Also,
here,
because
so,
if you
yeah.
tried to give us required reading of fucking Shakespeare, I'd do the same thing I did in my English classes and not read it.
Same.
Check out
Just
No
read the
Fear
summary on
Shakespeare.
Wikipedia.
Just get the Spark Notes, and that's all you need.
I did
Maybe-
enjoy Midsummer Night's
Yes.
Dream.
No. Say it like there's some really good Shakespeare. Just whenever you do Shakespeare in English class, it's always the worst ones.
Mm.
The only good
Also,
part
the
of
book
Romeo
that
and
you have
Juliet
there-
is the part that is the fact that they have a modern revision of it, which is just the funniest thing ever.
When you have the book in front of you and open it, it is actually a version that is written in like this old Shakespeare English, and it does have, however, also to make the reading even more. It has basically commentary in it. It's a commented version. In the most dry academic way you could comment something like this. And it is absolutely awful. Like, it is one of these things where like the class generally doesn't all pay that much attention. The only one who does seem to really pay attention is Maria Santiago, who does seem to pay attention, or maybe she's faking to pay attention, but she also knows this already because she's that kind of person. But generally, nobody really pays attention, but also the class is quiet because Miss Moore definitely has an intimidating aura around her. She doesn't have any powers,
Except for
but
the
she
scowl.
does have power. She's like
Very powerful
she's like
scowl.
the person like pretty much everyone is sure she isn't actually powered, but you don't want to test it. Like you're
She has the
pretty
hidden
sure like
power.
she like you have seen like actual villains be less scary and more approachable. So everyone stays quiet, but nobody's paying really attention. She doesn't really seem to mind. She's just going on with her thing and going through her class. Yeah. And after this, this is actually it for the day, for this day. After this, you're done with school.
Thank
So
God.
how do you spend your afternoon?
I'm dumpster diving.
I thought also, didn't you have a meeting planned?
Oh shit.
We cancelled that though. We told her
No.
not to go.
No, she's gonna go.
We told her not to go,
Oh.
and then when Calypso said, "I'm gonna go though," still because it'd be rude to not go, we said we're gonna back you up.
Right. So
No. You guys tore up my paper, and Calypso was
That's
like,
right.
"Oh, I guess
No,
I
that's
won't
right.
go."
Yes, we told you.
And then, but deep down, she's like, "I'm going to go. I have that number written down elsewhere." I think on her way to go find Night Shift Jimmy, because he's the only person she knows who has a phone besides Moth Girl. She can't let Moth Girl know that she's about to do something that Moth Girl said don't do. She's gonna look through dumpsters, or like, I guess trash cans in the school.
I mean, also it's afternoon, so Night Shift Jimmy actually is nowhere to be found right now.
Calypso is not that smart. She does not understand, but she is gonna try to find Berserk's fucked up jacket to see if any of it is salvageable, or if she can use it as like the base for her pattern.
The fucked up jacket will actually be in the
Infirmary.
office. Not in the office, in the infirmary. I mean, you could just go to the infirmary.
I don't know if I want to deal with the nurse. I also don't know if Calypso would know to check the nurse's office. She's just gonna go to her meeting. But she made the attempt to look, and that's what matters.
So
You haven't set up a meeting yet. That's the thing.
Calypso is gonna find a phone. Step 1. I don't know how.
I'm sure there's a phone in the school that you can use.
Oh, for sure. Probably.
I mean, you have seen. I think at Mothgirl had at least 2 phones, if I remember correctly.
Yes, 2 smartphones.
Okay. Plan D. Hey, Moth Girl?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
I would like to keep in touch with my good friends after school hours, especially because I don't live on campus. And so what if I need help with homework, or like what if I wanted to talk to you, or like do a sleepover or something? And I know that on Earth you guys have phones to do that, but I do not have a phone, and you have 2.
Yeah.
I have one.
I kinda need both. I'm sorry, but we can go and get you one if you want.
I have no Earth currency.
What is currency?
I don't. It's how you barter here. It's barter
Well,
system. You assigned value to paper. I do
so
not
are you
have
asking me
paper.
if you want to loan some money?
I would. I just wanted a phone.
Oh.
I'd love
Yeah, I can. I can probably borrow my old ones for some money if you want to
You
pay me
can-
back later.
If you have an old one, can't I just have?
No, I
Calypso-
meant my parents.
Calypso, probably from your knowledge and what you have in your ship, you know, if you like could just take a look at a phone, like on a more like open it up and look inside, you could probably fix up your own
Oh shit.
from the stuff you have. in
Calypso,
the
oh
ship.
shit, I'm smart.
Calypso remembering, oh yeah, I was good at tech.
You are. Good
That
at
was
that.
my that's my thing.
It's such a
Wait.
Calypso thing.
You know
Wait,
what?
Can I
Actually-
just pull it apart? I promise I can put it back just the way I just want to open it and see how it works. Cause like maybe I could just make my own.
Actually, I remember because I too have like 20 old phones. Moth Girl is gonna say, just come to my room. I can give you one of my old ones. They're on like the old operating system, but if you just need something to call someone, you can just use that.
All right, easy, no problem.
I imagine Moth Girl has like old operating system, and it's like only like a
Last year's, yeah.
Not even
It's
last
only-
year's, like
it's
last
only
last
update.
month.
It's like last month update, and you have like a basically. I imagine Moth Girl probably has her own like not even a jailbreak version, but like probably has on one of the phones has like a custom operating system that she
Yes.
wrote herself, and the other one is a standard one, just so it's not weird.
That one
Exactly.
sleeps.
Just for like. This is for basic use, and this is my special one for like when
This
I'm
is my
doing
cool phone.
superhero work. The one with the special operating system.
Yeah, the special one is also how she's that she uses to stream live stuff.
All right,
So, yeah.
so
Calypso
Moth-
gets a 2-month-old phone.
so Mothgirl and Calypso, are you going to your home?
Well, I'm in the dormitories, right?
Oh, in the
So-
dorms.
So I'll follow. Moth
That's
Girl
right.
to
Moth
her
Girl
dorm.
lives in the dorms with Io, actually, in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you two do that. Yes. So Berserk and Io, what are you doing?
Don't know.
Well, I know what Berserk is doing. Berserk is gonna go work out because she felt like, you know, the session of training was not intense enough to get her feeling like she did her day's work.
The school has a gym where you can go to work out.
Yeah,
or
sure.
are you like doing like it has basically like an it is very well equipped in that sense. It has like an indoor gym and like outdoor stuff you can do.
She'd
as
probably
well,
go to
like
the
that.
outdoor stuff because it's nice out.
Yeah, it's nice weather.
Also, outdoor is always more entertaining. Also, better air quality.
Yeah. Io, you thinking about it? You
I think she's gonna go to where there is like, is there a compound or stuff for like getting better control of your powers?
you could ask if you couldn't basically get take a session in the Heartlight training room. That would be possible. It would probably be supervised, but you can do that.
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering, do any of you still have conditions? Because they do not vanish at the end of the session or something like that.
I did have something.
I did
Yeah.
not receive any conditions.
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't mark it down.
I think you had a condition. You had
Angry?
I think you were angry.
Insecure?
I think you had angry. And I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because to
Alexis.
clear a condition, you need to do specific things based on the condition. For example, to clear angry, it's hurt someone or
I did
break
have
something
I did have a
important.
condition too. I was angry,
Yeah.
which is
So,
probably why Berserk's
is-
going to do working out.
It's on the basic moves. If you scroll down, there is the clearing conditions, and there's some other ways to clear conditions. But if you want to clear a condition on yourself without having anyone outside help, basically, it is to clear angry, you need to hurt someone or break something important. To clear afraid, you need to run from something difficult. To clear guilty, you need to make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. To clear hopeless, you need to fling yourself into easy relief. To clear insecure, take foolhardy action without talking to your team.
About that guilty one, do I need to absolve my guilt towards that one person that I feel guilty to?
Not necessarily. It can be basically any kind of sacrifice you make to absolve guilty.
Does me giving away a phone work?
It would if you didn't have 20 at home.
Fair.
Give me
If
your
you
special
actually had,
operating
if you actually
system.
only had like 1 or 2 phones and they were both important to you, and Calypso asked you, "Can I has please? Can I has phone please?"
Yeah,
And you were
that's
like,
fair.
I don't want to, but I guess you needed more than I. Here you go. That I would count, but since you just said you have 20 old ones at home, no, not really. That would be more like, I don't know, giving away a cracker when you have like a full box of them.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I'm gonna have to think something then. I'm still guilty.
I mean, there are other ways to clear conditions too, just from
Yeah.
that.
For example, if someone comforts or supports you.
I'm good at that.
Hey, the thing is, I don't remember what I was feeling guilty about.
It doesn't. So it doesn't specifically matter what you feel guilty about or what you feel angry about. The conditions
Okay.
are not specific to one thing. That is also why they can be cleared in unspecified ways, because, for example, sometimes you mark a condition. For example, sometimes it says like, okay, you mark this condition specifically, but sometimes it just says mark a condition. And for example, let's say you have already 3 conditions marked, and it says like mark another condition, then you have to choose between the 2 that you still have left, whether or not that actually applies to this situation. You could already be feeling angry, and this could actually make you more angry, but you can't like
Double
do
take
that
angry.
even more. You have to, yeah, exactly.
You cannot go even further beyond.
Yeah. But the mark conditions are not specific to the situation they applied in. It's just
Okay.
more like a general feeling you have.
Well, I think when we go back to dormitory, Moth Girl is gonna like ask Calypso like, what do you think of like today's what was it, even a practice, a test, training, yeah.
Well, it was training, right? It's supposed to be messy and not perfect. We're doing our best, right?
Yeah, but I feel like I kind of messed up with like I know I didn't do a bad thing with helping him, but he was on the other team,
But that
so
but that doesn't matter. You did an inherently good thing. It doesn't matter if the school system is telling you that you did wrong because you were technically helping the enemy. You did a net good. This weird grading system, schools. I'm not a big fan of school systems to begin with, but the fact that it made you think that something that you did that was inherently good, you inspired someone to take what they're doing seriously, and you brought another like hero into the world, kind of, that's good. It doesn't matter if at the time you were against each other, because like in 10 years it's not going to matter that he was against you if he's standing next to you. Can I roll comfort? Can I do the thing where I comfort my friend? Cool thing about me, oh wait, hold on. Give me. Can I? It's what makes Earth like so new and different and special, and I think that you highlight that really well by saying that I can use my cool thing, where I get to roll freak instead of mundane, because I'm not very mundane.
Yes.
And that is a 7.
Yep, that is a hit.
So there you go, my cool friend. I have cleared your condition.
Yes.
I don't have my character sheet open. I need to
That would help.
I have your character sheet open. It's actually missing the 3rd move that you took from your playbook, but I know which one you meant.
Yes. Let me open.
7 is a hit, and Mothgirl, you can clear your guilty condition.
okay. I think she's like, yeah, I did a net pot. I helped him. Teachers are dumb sometimes.
School is dumb. What is this?
What did we do for English today?
Also, what is this book? What was that about? It's not written in English. I'm so confused.
Oh, it's like English, but not up to date, like from like a couple of 100 years ago.
But why is it still in rotation if it's not up to date? I don't understand.
Well, as you said, school kind of sucks. They think it's important. It's completely useless. Like, who cares about old versions of media? Like, we don't get like, you know, new movies and shows in school. No, it's books from 200 years ago. It's, like, they don't even have like a class on streamers. It's really stupid.
I thought that school would be a really easy way to learn about Earth culture, but I just learned that your school system is very similar and very useless.
I mean, wouldn't you get at least something out of it when it comes to Earth culture?
I get to go back home and say, yep, they do school the same. But it's more about just seeing people interact is the benefit that I get from it. But like the content is not of use. I don't think Old Earthen is gonna help me impress anyone back home.
Well, I mean, you could just, go on the internet and like do some research, chat with some people, see if you get something useful there. And like, hey, with the phone you can do that.
Also, thank you, by the way. This is going to be super helpful. And I'm sorry to just like take it and run, but I've got a whole list of things to do. Homework. That's the other. What? I gotta go. I gotta go before.
One moment.
Yeah.
So as you reach the dorm buildings, there's just number of identical buildings. They are built on a similar style to the school, also very open and warm, and each have like these basically double rooms that share like a bathroom with each other. So like there's 2 people in a room that has like doors leading to a bathroom between them. And so Io, you're not there, but Io and Mothgall, why don't you describe your room? Because that's where Calypso is being led.
Did you want to go first? I have something, I suppose. Sophia?
Oh, sorry, you were talking to me. What?
Did you want to go first, or should I?
For what?
The room.
Describing your room.
Yeah,
Oh,
describing your room.
Weren't I going to practice my abilities or something?
Yeah, but it's they are still going into you and your and Mothgall's room. So, what does your half look like?
It is covered in clothes on the floor and bed. It is not as neat as you might expect from IO. And it has a Nintendo DS on the nightstand, a DS Lite like this. Don't tell anyone that it has a fake cartridge with an SD card in it.
Oh, hey, I have one of those.
With games. Don't tell anyone that, especially not their dad, and especially not Nintendo.
What are they gonna do? D&D-er?
Probably.
You say that, and like in 2 seconds we get the DMCA destroyed.
That'd be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That would make my day. I'm dead serious.
That would actually be funny. Yes.
No, like I'm dead serious. That would make my day if Nintendo DMCA'd me here.
It just means Big Nintendo is watching our cool stream.
Exactly. I would be able to make an article
Again.
about that shit. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and her sheets have a kind of weird, nerdy print on it. It's this big great sword with the same kind of hue as Io's light, and it has some gold tint to the hilt, and it's shimmering with green moonlight. Those of you who have played any Soulsborne series, especially Bloodborne, you can tell that this is the Holy Moonlight Blade.
Oh. Is it like actually a replica from the game?
No, it's just a print on the sheet.
I would actually not be surprised if Io actually had a replica of.
She doesn't need a replica, she just needs a bastard sword, which she then coats in moonlight.
Every greatsword is a moonlight greatsword when you have magic like abilities like Aya's.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Mofka, what does your half of the room look like?
Okay, so where the like work table would be, she transformed that into a workbench, basically, an electronic workbench. So there's like small tools, a soldering tool, and a bunch of like parts just strewn about. And on the wall is one of those like metal grates with hooks. So there's a bunch of cables, some drones and gadgets just hanging off of it. And like in the corners are like a couple of books stowed away. And I think she doesn't even make her bed. Instead, it's just like 3-4 pillows, and that's it. Also, she has like 3 lava lamps. Because moth.
Oh.
Of weird to connect, like a bunch of Raspberry Pis and such around.
Lamp.
All right. I like that little room description. So you give Calypso a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Moth Girl, I really like all your stuff. You've got a lot of cool things in here. We should totally try to build the thing together.
I would love that. Yeah, I've set this up when I was like just bored. I didn't know what to do, so I figured, I'd make some stuff in the meantime.
Okay. Conflicted interest. I have a list. Okay. I will add it to my list. We're gonna make a thing. It'll be so cool. Oh. Okay. Okay. Focus. Phone.
Yeah, she pulls out the one of the drawers in the desk, and there's like 5 old phones and some other spare parts just in there. And she pulls out one of them and hands you the phone. I mean, after school sometime if you want to hang.
Yeah, you should. I'll. Okay. I will text or call you because now I have a phone and I can do that. And you should come over and you should see what I have, and we can maybe you'll be able to help fix it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun and a surprise. But I gotta go. Thank you so much.
All right. Sure. See you later.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does Calypso actually walk down the stairs, or does she just hop out the window and fly off?
I think she sprints out of the building because Calypso, much like me, forgets that she can fly sometimes.
Wait, you can fly?
Yeah, I can fly. I'm also kind of strong. I can fly. I'm pretty tough, and I have other powers. But I think she's just too excited about
Everything.
everything. There's so much on her to-do list. It's gonna get overwhelming very quickly.
That is such a mood.
But she's gonna try to sprint, I guess, home, because that's where her stuff would be to mess with this phone. Because all she wants to do is play with this phone.
Figure it out, take it apart, put it back together, put some alien stuff in it.
Exactly.
All right. That is no problem, and I'm gonna shift over to Vex. You go to the outside gym, not gin. Outside gin.
Way better than inside
Berserk
gym.
would probably get some gin.
Okay, so you're going to the outside gym. You can actually see Theo, or you assume it's Theo.
I see a
because
blur.
all you can see, you see a blur and a dust cloud going around the track, basically. and on the side is sitting what's her name? Tiefling, and Hover is hovering also besides there.
Just sitting there menacingly.
Hover is basically displaying one of the cool parts of his powers, because he's basically hovering in the air and just like sideways, like reading a book. Apparently he can slightly extend his powers around his body and let other things hover it too, because the book is also hovering in the air, and he's just like laying in the air basically and reading the book. And Joy is just sitting there doing things on her phone. Yeah. There's like the typical things you would expect like in an outdoor gym. So a lot of like things you can work with that don't need to be locked down or something like that. If you wanted to get like weights or whatever, you would actually have to get them from inside. There's places to do that outside, but they're not like ready here.
All right. Yeah, she's just gonna probably start with some cardio stuff. So probably goes to the track and just tries to keep keep away from, because cardio is a good warm up for that kind of stuff. And she definitely cannot run anywhere near as fast as him. So
yeah, as you actually go on the track, you suddenly like way quicker also than you would expect. Like Theo comes to a sudden stop next to you and then matches your tempo. It's like, oh, hi, Berserk.
Hey.
So I want to show you something, and like he runs like alongside you, and it's like, this was not my doing. I just wanted to like so he holds up his phone. You can see like a social media tweet with like 2 images. One is of you, and the other is of names.
Ace, Io, Calypso, Moth Girl.
No.
His girlfriend.
Oh,
Zoe. Of Zoe.
Zoe. Okay.
It's of Zoe, and then the third one actually of Hover, and it's like a Twitter poll basically, and says which one is brooding the best. It's like, I didn't do it. You see it here. That's not my name. That's not I
assume it's not my name. It's the username is the_fast. I'm like, I'm the fast, not the _fast.
Yes, it is actually that. It's like, I'm the fast, and I have a check mark. Okay, I have a check mark. This person does not. And
Calypso's just like, fuck this guy. I hate him.
And he's like, I didn't make this poll. I just thought, I don't know if you approved of it. I thought it was funny, but I didn't want to, like,
Berserk just kind of
anything.
Just kind of like shrugs. It doesn't bother me.
Also, you're on a head-to-head race with Zoe, by the way. Like, look, she's like at 49, and you're at 48%.
Internally,
Do you care about who's winning?
Internally, Berserk is like, I am surprised I am even that close to her. Because let's be honest, in terms of style-wise, she is definitely more Zoe is definitely more broody.
She's very goth. Yes.
Whereas
also,
Berserk,
everyone knows her backstory, but you
Yeah.
have that mysterious aura.
mysterious, just pissed off bitch face constantly. Also, the shit ton of scars.
And he's like, okay, want me to like just accompany you? I wanna try something really cool.
Okay then.
And for a moment he disappears, and then he's right beside you again. And he actually seems like he seems to be beside you, but at the same time you can still see this dust cloud going constantly around. And
I'm assuming running so fast he's leaving after image.
no, what he's doing right now is basically he is running so fast and stopping and slowing down for a moment that basically he's currently going basically as fast as he can. Like this, he's basically currently at his top speed, but slowing down at your position. in like milliseconds, and he's only taking milliseconds to do like the lap around. So you actually think he's constantly besides him running. Like you can actually see him, he's starting to sweat and everything, despite him seemingly running at the same pace at you. It seems like this is actually really good training. Because he's constantly speeding up and slowing down.
I just see Dar
like
just
he's running
rolling
right
her eyes. I hate him so much.
Calypso somewhere is just like, Theo exists.
Theo exists. Calypso, he is the worst human being ever.
I cannot stand him.
How dare he?
I can feel him being pretentious.
Though after about like half a lap of you doing this, he like stops. Like you can see the dust cloud settling, and he's just like now jogging along to his end. It's like that was something.
It looked like you worked yourself hard there.
Listen, you have to push yourself, right? And I mean, this was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm showing off. I'm always showing off.
Quirk of the eyebrow internally. Him show off? Never.
Listen, my girlfriend's watching over there. I have to show off, right?
Fair.
I mean, she knows I'm awesome and everything, but... You know, she's actually not with me because I'm fast. Oh god, that came out so wrong.
Berserk actually lets out a laugh there.
Oh god, that came out so wrong. I'm so glad I'm not recording right now.
Came out perfect. What are you talking about?
Anyway, what are you doing here? Just doing? Are you doing this regularly? Like just some like
daily routine,
cardio and stuff.
Cardio,
cool.
and then going. He points to the outside gym stuff over there.
So like I heard you like get stronger when you get hurt and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sucks, honestly.
It has its uses though.
I mean, clearly, you beat up Zoe pretty bad. Or, well, she's not that hurt. I think she hurt herself more, but you know that's.
I tried
that's
not
Zoe's
to hurt
fault.
her.
Not gonna lie though, that elevator trick she did, that was pretty awesome and also kind of creepy, but also really, really cool. I wish I would have seen like the actual thing live.
Berserk just kind of not. It was one of the most interesting fights I've been in.
Oh, have you been in many fights? He's like by this point he's like running basically at your pace but backwards in front of you.
She just kind of looks at him and says, "Yes, a lot."
Oh wow, I mean like I do some hero stuff every now and then, but it's mostly like, you know, small time stuff. I've been like in two fights. I broke one fight up between like two like dudes on the street. I don't know what they were fighting over. I think parking space, and they got really into it. And yeah, I wish it happened like at that thing that y'all did with a ferry and everything, with a boat. That was, I mean, hey, that was really cool.
Thanks.
Like I'm just wow. I don't know if I could have been like this. I don't know if I could like stay this cool. Just wow.
Well, if you ever need someone to super speed.
Shut up, Max.
Hey, I didn't say it first. Harris said it first.
You typed it first.
I did type. No, you typed it first, actually.
Shut up.
If it makes you feel better, Sophia, I did not even catch it.
I immediately caught it, but that's because I'm me.
Of course, I immediately catch it after I send it. God damn it.
Berserk kind of looks and says, "Well, if you ever need someone to help you train on fighting without using your super speed, I can help."
Oh, that would actually be good because, like, I can fight using with my super speed and everything, but like I can't fight.
I'm sure he can
Does that
see
make
the
any
amount
sense?
of scars on Berserk because Berserk is probably wearing just tank top and shorts right now because workout gear.
Yeah.
So scars like on the legs, on her arms, on her fists, on her face, pretty much everywhere.
It's like I can't fight obviously with my powers because it makes things easier, but I think I could fight even better if I knew how to fight without my powers, because then
Having
I could apply the
basics.
things that I'm doing.
Having basics helps a lot. Doesn't matter if you have powers
what?
or not. Basics.
Oh, basics. I understood basics, and I was wondering, what is base 6? Is that some secret base, some secret martial art technique? Is it? Is it? Did you
bring
actually
out
say
the
basics?
No, I said
subwoofer
basics.
and just-
BACICS.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, sure. Let's like make like a date for it or something. Like not a date.
After school,
I mean, you're
whenever.
cool and all, but
Sorry, you're not my type anymore.
you're not my. Yeah. Okay, thank God. Oh my God,
It's just, man, he is just really good at putting his foot into his mouth at super speed.
He's basically also walking back, but just doing.
Also, I think what makes it even funnier is his girlfriend is definitely watching and seeing him just do the face palm and just.
Yeah.
Like,
And she
Oh
just
my
goes,
God, I'm just-
there it goes again.
my himbo.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you're.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Would you be cool with like when we do that, like streaming that a little bit? You know, like we don't have to live stream it, but like I would love like recordings. You're probably gonna kick my ass. I'm totally gonna look like a fool. But
Berserk just shrugs this. I'm fine with that.
cool, because that's content.
Getting my ass beat on live on stream for content. Calypso would watch. That's when Calypso starts doing the sub donations. Like, hit him harder! Hit him harder!
All right, Aya, you said you were going to have more power training.
Yeah.
Train your powers a little bit in a safe environment.
Yeah. I also wanted to clear conditions, and that you did that for clearing angry, hurt someone or break something important. Oh fuck!
It's you can't just go into the into like the training room and break the hotlight stuff. You would actually have to break the hotlight emitters for that. Basically, you would have to break the room, because that would count as something important. But just breaking basically things that the hotlight stuff creates does not count.
Oh.
It has to be.
I mean, Berserk still has the angry condition, and she's probably going to keep that for a while.
You can also to clear conditions. You can go to someone and
Yeah.
ask them, hey, like just try and find comfort.
Just
go
want
to-
to stay angry.
Just go to the group mom, Calypso.
I don't know if she'll help Berserk feel better. She's
Not
like,
Berserk. Not Berserk.
Oh.
I'm a
No. Oh,
Dio.
yeah.
No, Berserk ain't going to anyone. She is
She
going
would
to
just be
bottle
like, being
that up.
angry is valid. That's
Bes-
cool.
Berserk is just
I
gonna
could
bottle
see-
that up and hold
I
on
could
to
see
it.
Berserk talking to
Maybe Ace.
maybe Ace. Yes.
Yeah, maybe Ace, but right now she just wants to bottle that and use it for fuel. That's how Berserk works. It's in the name. She works better when she's angry.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna keep the angry condition for a while and just go into the training room and do some of the standard training that she and her dad usually do.
Yeah, I assume like you and your dad probably had like a standard routine you went through.
Yeah,
Starting
starting small with like complex things,
Yeah.
and then going to like medium size and medium complexity, and then just very big size and zero complexity. Like starting with trying to imitate a light show from one of her favorite concerts, first making the stage, and then the band, then animates the band to a certain degree, and then the lights themselves just going around. That which it would probably be, was it Genesis or Peter Gabriel solo? I'm not really sure, but they had one like amazing light show on one of their tours.
Calenus is or Calenus, I don't know how I pronounce it. Is actually there. The teacher you had the session with, because she's over. She's basically like just taking, because if someone's in there need to be like someone there just for like supervision, just in general. You're the only one there. There's no one else doing power training, and she's just watching you. And after a while, like as you progress with your powers and doing more and more with it, she walks over to you and is like, I know why you're here. That was pretty rough, and maybe I've gone a little bit too rough on you. But
it was mostly my fault, I think.
It happens, but the important thing is that you learn from this. Nothing bad actually happened. That is why you're here. I know that your father is disappointed, but well, I think honestly he's maybe putting a little bit too much pressure on you.
I mean, he basically said as much. He doesn't want to put extra, but he did say that he does.
Well, that's the thing when you're a parent.
I guess so.
You expect a lot from your children, probably more so than from your other students, especially when you're a teacher parent.
Yeah. And especially when you have the same powers.
But for what it's worth, I know today wasn't that great, but this is just the first day. And I think you have a bright future in front of you. That pun was totally intended, by the way.
By you or by the teacher, both?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone.
And she smirks like Kalena's in like her witch outfit. She has like that like little like mischievous smirk on her face now, because she totally knew what kind of pun she just said. It's like, I think yeah, you can go far, and I think you can lead this team. Your team. You need to learn a lot. Don't get me wrong, you still have a lot to learn. So does Theo, by the way. But
live and learn.
I know I've been like pretty strict today, but I think you all have great potential. And if you want, this can count as a comfort or support, because NPCs can do that as well. So you can clear your condition.
Do I roll for that or just...
Nope.
Okay.
NPCs don't roll, they make moves. They just make moves. And in this case, technically they only make moves as a reaction, but in this case it's an active move. I'm allowing that because it made sense with who she is and what her drive is and everything. All right. And with that, the sun is setting over the sea. The warm orange golden light bathing the Starfall Island. And in the office of the principal, the man sitting there that you haven't met yet, by the way, looks up into the dark corner of the room that is not filled with the light coming from the setting sun. And do you always have to pop in like that? And from the darkness comes a voice back saying, "We had a meeting." It's like, yeah, but you could like knock on the door. And the voice coming back is like, well, and risk someone just seeing one of the most sought out supervillains. And there's a lot of like there's like air quotes around that word supervillains there, standing in the middle of the school. I don't know why you even want to meet here instead of, you know, somewhere more remote, private. It's like he's like, well, this is where I work, and nobody just walks into this office. Nobody. And the voice back is like, well, except for me. Except for you. So, I could feel your presence today. You were watching. Yes, I was. I need to keep an eye on these children. Especially my daughter. And he steps forward out of the shadows a little bit, and is this very huge person. Like, he seems larger actually than a normal human should be, like almost 8 feet tall, and on his back is a massive greatsword. And the principal is, well, Siegfried, trust me, they will be ready, and the less you interfere, the better it is. And that's where we'll end the session.
The look on Sophia's face there. All right.
A little note here, Siegfried is one of the biggest villains in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows his real motives.
Not even the
But he's-
GM.
No, not even the GM. Because I need to talk with someone about that.
I wonder who that could be.
Who could that be?
And not like the person it's very clear who made the supervillain.
All right.
I didn't
and
realize
this
he would
time-
be my dad.
Oh, that's funny.
Or I don't remember, at least. I don't see him on the questions thing.
No. You're Sophia, I will say this. This is not your dad. This is someone else's dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
And
Has
but
daddy
yeah.
issues.
The better question is who
Everyone has
doesn't.
daddy. Calypso, I think, doesn't have daddy issues. In Moscow.
I don't have a daddy.
Yet.
Ace doesn't have daddy issues.
Aya
It's
doesn't
just
have
an-
mommy issues.
Ace doesn't even know who their parents are, so... All right, and something that I forgot the last 2 sessions that are now finally can do, because there's an end of session move, and we're going to do that today. Sadly,
Jay?
Ace isn't here. If you're wondering why it took so long to say the name, is because my brain kept flipping between Nala, Jay, and Ace constantly.
It was just doing
And
the Scott Pilgrim wheel thing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, which one do I say? Which one do I say? Which one do I say? Which one do I say?
A.
All right, and the end of session move. This is technically something we should do at the end of every session, but this, like these last 3 sessions, can fit as one session, I guess. And at the end of every session, choose one. You grow closer to the team, which is explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear and condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself and why, shift one level up and another down, or grow away from the team. Explain why you feel detached, take influence over your way from another character.
And we each choose one of these, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If anyone has any idea already, there also, if you want to like read it yourself, because I know I'm really bad at that. When someone reads something to me like that, the information does not tend to stay very well often, especially like in something like this. And I often need to read it myself. Is at the top of the second page of the basic moves.
Sorry, I was reading the Siegfried entry. What did you say?
So the end of session move is at the top of the second page of the basic moves.
Yeah.
And everyone chooses one of these.
Mm.
So I just wrote mine down of Berserk grows closer to the team. Calypso made her feel welcome, and I'm gonna mark potential.
All right.
I'm gonna keep that anger. You can't make me get rid of it yet.
Feed me the anger.
Feed me more. I also get a special thing whenever we end a session.
Is it pain?
That's just a normal session.
All right. You also you give influence to Calypso, right?
Yeah, I think I already have. I think Calypso already has influence over me. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If Calypso already has influence over you, and you give someone influence, if you have influence over a teammate and you would gain influence over them again, immediately shift one of the labels up and one of the labels down. Your
Ooh.
choice.
You shift whose labels?
Mine.
So
Calypso gets to
can
shift
now
my
shift
label.
One of Berserk's label. Yes.
Oh, okay.
One up and one down.
Interesting.
Basically, you this represents how the influence you have over Calypso shifts her self-image and how she views herself and everything.
Okay. I want to move Freak down and Mundane up.
All right.
That makes sense.
Freak down, mundane up. Confirming that.
Mhm.
All right.
All
It's
right.
it's funny because I went from a +1 to a 0 and a 0 to a +1 with that. Also, I love the idea of Calypso making Berserk more normal.
Well, just like by comparison,
Yes.
you don't look so weird.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
All right. I'm just gonna nominate people now. So Calypso. You're gonna be mean.
You're gonna volunteer me. Just like school. This is just like school.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like all of Calypso's moments has been either making someone else feel comfortable or just like being really mad at Theo. And so I'm gonna go with grow into your own image of yourself just because she's standing up to this concept of a bully that she thinks he is.
Okay.
Which means that I get to... Oh, I have to think more.
Oh no.
I have to shift my labels.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think Superior would probably go up, right? Because she thinks that she's better than Theo.
I could see Savior or Superior going up.
I'll do Savior probably, but what would go down in that case? Mundane probably? I don't know. Hera, help me.
That work, I think.
And it's just her complete energy towards Theo of like, this guy sucks and I'm gonna show the world even if no one quite believes me yet.
Oh.
I mean, the mundane down could also be because Earth with his first day of school seems stranger.
Yeah, not as cool and eccentric as she thought.
It wasn't as cool as those those shows I watched.
Yeah, what? There's no like.
The football
none
team
of
isn't
the cool-
singing.
There's clicks, but not how I thought. class is actually a real thing that you have to sit through and not just like a transition.
You actually have to sit in class. It's not just like a
It's just window dressing.
yeah. It's not just a montage. That sucks.
You don't just absorb things into your brain meats.
All right. Ayo.
I think it's hard to choose because like I both want to grow close to the team, but I also want to grow away from the team because I feel like I let them down. But I also still felt welcomed. I
Both
think,
would work.
yeah, choose one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with grow away from the team because that's more dramatic.
Okay. Who are you taking influence away from over you?
I had Berserk, Calypso, and Moth Girl, right?
I don't have influence over you, I don't think.
You don't?
I gave you one, yes.
I have
Ace has
influence over
on you. Ace, Berserk, Moth Girl have influence over you.
Yeah. Okay. I am gonna take influence away from Calypso then.
That's the
Calypso
one person
doesn't-
who
I don't
doesn't have
have it.
influence over you.
Yeah.
No.
Partially because of that,
So,
but
so
also
no, Sophia. What it means is one of us, so me, Moth Girl, or Ace, lose influence over you.
oh, Ace. I thought this. I thought
Nah,
it said Calypso.
Calypso's the only one that doesn't have influence over
Damn
you.
it!
Yeah.
I thought that Dara just missed that I gave her.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Then Moth Girl, because I don't feel like a good role model for her.
Aww.
Oh.
Agreed.
All right.
And she also did better than Io. She actually inspired someone to be a better hero, which
All
is
right.
her self-image is crumbling.
Oh no.
All right. And Moth Girl.
I just wanted to ask quickly, what does mark potential mean?
That's basically experience points. When you have 5, you get an advancement.
Okay. Because I feel like grow closer to the team. I feel like that especially that last scene with both of them geeking out, I feel like Moth Girl is closer with Calypso now. So I'm going to mark potential for them.
You mark.
You mark potential on your own.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get your own potential. Yeah. You just
Okay.
then give them influence over you. That's what I did
And you
too.
give them influence. Yeah. And
All right. That does mean Calypso should have 2 influence over me now.
Yep, I get to mess with your stats.
Man, you get to mess with everybody's stats except for Io's today.
I know, I love it.
Anyways,
I told you that you were cool and you did a good thing. So maybe freak down savior up.
Okay.
I think my favorite part about it is just not knowing what your stats were to begin with.
That makes it more
Or, like,
interesting.
I mean,
Or,
you
like,
can
what stats you
can actually say that because basically what the stats are right now also like reflects how others see you and how the character sees themselves. So it's like both. So you would kind of actually know the stats, sort of.
I think it's more interesting if you have your own personal reflection on how those stats should look.
I mean, so the thing is, if you shift someone down below -2 or shift someone up below above +3, another thing happens that is usually not good, because if I remember correctly, they immediately take a powerful blow. Yes.
That's weird.
Well, that shouldn't be a concern yet. We should
Yeah.
all be somewhere between -1 and +2.
The
Yes, I'm fine.
The beacon starts, I think, with a +3 and
Yeah, but
Mundane.
thankfully that was
Yeah.
in mundane, so I'm fine.
yeah.
Now
Certain
I
characters
know.
start with very high stats on certain things. Like, for example, the beacon starts with a +3 in mundane. I think it's the... Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Some characters have very high stats on some things that they start out with. All right.
And also, I'm just gonna for one more thing for our closing. Berserk gets 1 Doom mark.
Oh,
Yes,
why is that?
because I don't feel like she made any progress towards solving her Doom.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
solve it?
I mean, I
You
can
can
try.
feel like she's solving it. She can try.
I
Yeah,
feel like I
you-
made
you
no steps to getting towards that, so I mark a Doom track.
All right. Good thing. Yeah, if you also have any end of session moves or any when time passes moves on your... I don't think you do.
I think I'm the only one who has one of those.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think so too. Yeah, we don't have a what's it called, legacy, because legacy has the 2, I believe. But yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's all.
That's the session.
Yeah.
So now we can do plugs, and we are starting with Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I go by Als over the internet, and you can find me on Twitter at Alzarla, ALZZARLA, and also over on SoundCloud, where I post my music, which is almost all of it is video game music that I've written for some of my school projects, but also some music that I've done on my free time. I haven't posted anything this last year, or well, I posted old music, but I haven't written new music in almost a year because my ADHD is just uncontrollable right now, and I fucking need my meds. But yeah.
Mood. I mean, I have my meds, but I currently can't take them because of my flipped sleep schedule. That's really annoying. Because if I take them now, I can't flip it around again.
Oh no,
That's
I'm
mood.
sorry.
Yep.
That sucks.
Also, everyone's tags will also be in the chat too, just for a note,
Oh, nice.
so you don't have to remember exactly how it's spelt.
Yeah, but I do remember exactly how it's spelled.
Wow, powerful. Knowing your own information couldn't be me.
I mean, it's the only name I ever use on the internet, and I like it, and I go by Als on
Wait,
several.
you do?
I do.
It's revelation.
And yeah, I mostly just retweet other stuff on Twitter, and yeah, follow me if you want.
It's great.
All right. Alexis.
Hello, I'm Alexis. My Twitter can be found at Game Seizure. I also do music and sometimes RPG writing stuff. It's all in my bio pin tweet. I released an album recently, so please check it out. Thank you.
Slaps.
And Dar.
I'm Dar. I'm not gonna do my bit. You can follow me on Twitter at SimplyAdoron, where you can watch me tweet about my terrible and impulsive behavior, such as shaving my own undercut, making lemon tarts with bad flour, and later today I might fuck around with bread, but with good flour. You don't know. You'll never know.
Can't wait to
but
see how
you
that
could.
turns out, by the way.
I'm gonna try to do jalapeno cheesy bread, and I
that
know
sounds
that it's not
amazing.
gonna. It's
Yeah,
in my
it
heart. I
sounds-
want it to be good, but I know with me as a person, I'm gonna get
impatient
do
and
it.
be like, I don't have to do the 12 steps of baking bread. I only have to do 2, and then it's gonna get fucked up.
I
and then
feel
I'm gonna
that
be like,
so much as a baker. I feel that so much because I
the
also
one-
get very impatient.
it's like the one thing I failed. Well, it's not the one thing I
Let
failed
it
in high
rise
school.
2 days? No, just give it 2 minutes. Let's
2
go.
minutes.
Ugh. Let it
I-
rise? I think you mean put it in the oven.
I just want to say that Dara's Twitter is just mood.
Yes.
It's just such a mood. Also, you have like the
Always
best.
a mood.
You have like the best like profile images there because they're also such a mood.
Oh, thank you. I do
Yes.
those myself sometimes. But yeah, I also have a thread about Kingdom Hearts somewhere. You should find it and watch me be sad about the boat world. I don't know. I don't really do anything.
Both world?
So in Kingdom Hearts 3 and also in Kingdom Hearts you can go to Pirates of the Caribbean, and when I'm not playing Kingdom Hearts, it's my favorite world because Goofy next to Jack Sparrow, haha, what is dog? They don't talk about it really, but then when I play it, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, boat mechanics, the worst
Yes.
mechanic in the game.
Yes.
And I
no.
Yes, it
Why
is.
why did
Oh,
we do
no.
this? They're not good, and then I have to level up my ship, and then I'm bad at the race, and so I have to do it 7 times in a row, and then I get
Oh,
mad and I go
no.
lay down and cry on the couch for a little bit, and my brother comes downstairs and he's like, why are you crying? And I was like, because Luxord beat me in the boat race and I don't want to have to do the boat race. And he's like, okay, bet, I'll do the boat race. And then he does it in 1 try, no fucking problem.
That is
So you could-
such a mood. That is such a mood. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it fucking sucks.
It's just, I hate,
It's
anyways.
just the
you can-
worst, like Theo.
Exactly. And you can hear me talk about Kingdom Hearts unprompted on Twitter.
It's great. It's great. It's a good
It's
time.
great.
If there's anyone you should follow out of the 5 of us, it's
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, you can also follow me on Twitter, but also since Nala's not here, I will just follow Nala. They're a great artist. It's just fun following them.
Follow everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
follow everybody, especially Dar. Yeah, but regarding when we return, that will probably be
In the new year.
in the new year on the 3rd, or if I don't know, for some reason we all are really partying out on the
Party hard.
New Year's Eve for some reason, which I don't know why, because it's going to be probably a very lonely New Year for the most of us in that sense.
I mean, we could just make a multi-stream and play
I-
Among Us for
I mean, yeah,
24
that's-
hours
that's-
and get super drunk.
I mean, that's sort of like the plan, but like,
I
I mean,
was
it's,
gonna say that we haven't gotten to my plugs yet, so
Ah.
yeah. So that's that. If it's not the 3rd, I think we're probably going to like flip the weeks and like go on the 10th then. But I think that the 3rd should be fine. So, but yeah. I will probably maybe like post something on that on Twitter unless I forget again, because I'm really bad at promoting.
It's a
I'm
mood.
incredibly bad. at
alright.
social-
promoting's hard.
Okay. Yeah, and Bex, because you're the
So-
stream master.
You can find me here streaming every other Saturday or every other Sunday at 12 p.m. for this game, and every other Thursday at not 4:30 p.m. What the shit is that saying there? At 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. EST, where we play Starfall Academy. It's a blast. People in our group chat were talking goth GF. It'd be funny because that'd be the second game where I play in a school and I end up with a goth GF. But
But
you can also find, I'm planning to, because I think we talked with Nova, and Nova's going to be streaming on New Year's, and I also plan to do streaming on New Year's, probably with Nova as well. So check Nova out at Gift Nova Gaming is Nova's
Yeah.
Twitch.
At Gift
I-
Nova Gaming is
I'm
the-
gonna double check.
I think it's Gift Nova Gaming. But yeah,
I think yes, it is Gift Nova Gaming.
Yep.
because I think Gift Nova is taken by
Yes.
someone. Or was it on Twitch?
On Twitch, it's just Gift Nova.
Oh, it's just Gift Nova.
Oh, then it's Twitch. It's Twitch where
Yeah,
it's
at Gift Nova.
Gaming because
I'll
No,
make it-
Twitch is Gift Nova.
Yes,
yeah,
at
and
Gift Nova.
on Twitter it's Gift Nova Gaming because someone took Gift Nova on Twitter.
I knew it was one of the ones
That's
where
funny.
it was one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'll probably do an announcement sooner to New Year's what I'll be doing, but I don't know, and also finding out what Nova's doing too. But it should be a blast. I know Hera will be hanging around, and probably Sophia will be hanging around, so check that out. It should be fun. That's it. That's all.
All right.
Okay.
Then that's it.
Bye.
Bye.